Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Janet Yong, and in my channel I talk about Feng Shui, 八字, entrepreneurship as well as personal growth, especially in the areas of success, communication as well as motivation. Let's talk about, are you thriving, surviving, or are you spiraling downwards in your life journey? And how can Feng Shui help? In today's episode, I'll be sharing with you on how can we tap on Feng Shui energies to help us in these challenging times. So without further ado, let's move on to the next segment where I'll discuss more. In last week's episode, I talked about the 3 types of luck, where heaven luck basically determines our characteristics, our DNA, our approach in life, and if there are excesses, how we can manage it. Then we have mankind luck, which basically talks about our upbringing, our values, our motivation, and the fact that it is very critical to aid us in terms of our mindset and tweaking it such that we are able to face life, its challenges, learn from it, and move forward such that we enjoy success and happiness in our life journey. Now, today's episode, I would like to talk about how can we tap on Feng Shui energies to help ourselves such that we thrive instead of just surviving or preventing us from spiraling downwards in these challenging times. If you have not watched last week's episode, please remember to click on this link that I'm showing here so that you can rewatch it and have a better background as to what we're discussing on today. When we talk about Feng Shui energies, like I mentioned in quite a lot of my videos, which is the earth luck, it is basically our living as well as our working environment energies. And how can we tap on it to help ourselves? The first most important thing is really to understand, for a start, what are the annual year energies. Of course, if you understand the house, when it is built, you can basically look at what are the natal flying star charts, which means basically the set of energies that are permanently within your home. But if you're new to Feng Shui and you are not sure, just purely looking at the annual energies, just purely tapping on the energies would already help you. If you have not watched it, please do remember to click on this link here where I shared in my 2021 forecast series where the auspicious and inauspicious sectors are for the year 2021. And why am I sharing this particular episode this week itself? Well, for the upcoming month in October, we will be basically seeing a double in terms of the monthly energy as well as the annual energy being the same in each of the sectors. Now, what does it really mean? Basically, if you look at flying star energies, when you look at it from an annual perspective or natal chart perspective, it is basically like when you look at a graph in the stock market. If you are staying in a good energy room permanently, generally the trend will be trending upwards. For the year, it's the same. So this year, where are the auspicious sectors? It is basically the south, the east, as well as the west, which is the wealth energy for the year, and the center. Now, then, because on a monthly basis, this energy may fluctuate, right? So when we want to know exactly when a place would have excellent energies, or when a place would usually have an issue, then we look at the monthly energies itself. And for the month of October, you will have a doubling up of energies, meaning a place or a sector that is auspicious will be doubly auspicious. Or when it is bad, it will be doubly bad. So we are looking at the auspicious sectors of the south, which actually has the career advancement star, the recognition star, the west, which has the wealth energies as well as the good relationship energy in the year 2021. The center basically has what we call the execution or the decision making star or the heaven luck star itself, as well as the east, which has got good relationship, study, and literacy star. Right now, if you look at doubly good, what about the sectors that are really, really no good in 2021? The sectors that you have to ensure that you protect yourself would be, if you can avoid the southeast sector, which has the double five misfortune yellow star, the north, which has double illness star, and the southwest, which has basically the double argumentative or quarrelsome star, and the northwest, which has the accident and robbery star or aggressive star in the month of October 2021. I have already shared how you can protect yourself against these stars in my 2021 forecast video for the inauspicious sector, so please remember to click on the link on how you can protect yourself for the year. If you can at all in terms of avoiding the sectors of the southeast, the northwest, as well as the north, it would be great, especially if you have people who are elderly at home. But if you are stuck at home because of the pandemic in many parts of the world, then not doing too much activities in those rooms would be critical, because northwest would bring about mishaps as well as being careless, doing things too rashly. Number 3 star sector, which is the southwest, which affects the mother of the family. If you do decide to discuss things there, you likely end up having a lot of arguments in the month of October. So please do remember, for the month of October, do spend time in the auspicious as well as avoid the inauspicious sectors. Now, besides this, what I would like to share today, it's also combinations. Combinations in terms of the different kinds of flying star when the year is present and the monthly star comes in to activate or to make it worse, or if you already have an existing set of star in your natal star flying star chart of your home and star coming in and forming a certain combination. For today's session, I would like to talk about the 6-7 combination. Now, what is the 6-7 combination? For instance, this year in the northwest sector, we have the 7 robbery star, which 7 represents the 7 red star, the fighting star, or it represents the element of metal. When the 6 comes in, which is a big metal star, then you have basically the image of 2 big swords fighting. So when there is a 6 and 7 star present, and you spend a lot of time in that particular sector. So for this year, it would have to be northwest, and it would be the following month in the month of November. When you spend a lot of time there, generally you get very easily provoked or agitated, therefore leading to disagreements and arguments with people. These set of stars would also cause you to be a little bit overly aggressive, such that at times you may take the wrong step. So be a little bit careful. Since the element is metal, sometimes what I do advise my clients, if it's really their bedroom and there's really no choice, I will use the colors or the elements of water to basically reduce the amount of metal there, or I can use the fire element in terms of the colors of red. And if you do believe in utilizing symbols, you can use the blue rhinos as well. So that's one set of star in terms of combination, the 6-7 combination you need to be careful of. There's another set of star, which is the 9-7 combination. And basically what happens is 9 is the element of fire. It can act as a magnifier as well. So when you have 9 and 7 together, it really means that it could be some fire hazards or incidents. How do I know that? Well, I have had clients, for instance, there's a spa that there was this corner in their bathroom segment of the spa. When the year came where there was a number 7 and then a 9 in the month came in, there was a fire incident that happened in the toilet of that particular spa. And these are some of the examples that I have seen. The other thing that I've also personally experienced is basically the 2-5 combination. This 2-5 combination, 2 is an illness star, 5 is a misfortune star. Depending on the presence of whether 2 is in the mountain side of the flying star chart or the water side of the flying star chart, the experience that I had is no matter what we do, sometimes what we do is we think we can just place items, put cures there to protect ourselves. However, in that particular situation, when there's an external physical environment activating it. So for that case, there was this home that I stayed in for a temporary purpose, and there was a 2-5-star combination. Outside the window of that room, I saw a swimming pool. So in that room that I stayed for just a couple of months to a year, I actually experienced basically 6-figure sum losses because I was too careless in terms of how I was handling my funds. So I think when the afflicted star combinations, like I mentioned earlier on, like 2-5, 9-7, 6-7, is activated externally, no matter what we try to do, we will still run into problems and issues. Therefore, choosing the right kind of house, understanding the kind of flying star combinations, in this case we call it the purple-white script combinations, would be critical. And this is what I will be discussing in my flying star course, which a lot of people have expressed interest in. And if you are really interested to find out about the flying star combinations, how you calculate the flying stars for your home, please do remember to click on this link, find out more about the course itself so that you can basically sign up and learn to protect yourself. And if you are thinking of becoming a practitioner in Feng Shui, the Flying Star Feng Shui or Shen Kong Flying Star, which adheres to the purple-white script, will be extremely powerful in period 9, which is the fire period. So do remember to visit the link to find out a little bit more. And if you are totally new to Flying Star and don't know the sectors itself, please do remember to click on this link where I shared quite a bit about 2021 Flying Stars. Make sure you protect yourself in the month of October. Else, please spend as much time as possible in the auspicious sector to enjoy yourself, to thrive and not just survive or spiral downwards for the rest of 2021. Thank you for taking your time to watch this particular video, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Goodbye.